All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Brooklyn Beats. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. Line in. Shit. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Lobo. Watch the run.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the... And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Brooklyn, first down. 1st and 10 at the
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Out, out, out. Rotate. Step. Hard shot.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye.
54 Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here in the
big bodies up front.
Big bodies, moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here, maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
26.
On second down, Elliott. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Everybody, 20.
20. Switch. Shift.
We're going to 54. One here.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up second and long. This is Geis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 66. Pull it. High.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Go. Quick edge. Squeeze. Safe.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Tight dog.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
In your face. Alert flare.
On play action, Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tackles.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get
Alert 3.
They run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here I come. Here I come.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, kill! 27, 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing. Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Going to 52.
Hey, check. 3 down.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Let him know. Let him orbit.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Watkins, the intended receiver.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
He runs.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
We got right. We got right. Don't get nervous.
Now Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up into 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. DJ Chark, 85 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, look at that. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Running with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 64. You got weak. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Play action. Haskins. And this one's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike, check.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Kill.
Mike 20. Let's go one more. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On 2nd and a couple. Prescott, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's what I do. Whip.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Army.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 7-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Ooh, the juke. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
There we go. Slide in.
20. Stay with your man.
26.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
I'm coming.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster.
The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down. Check.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 24, Prescott being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 20.
Here's Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run with Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Takk McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know where you built that one.
a gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.